Hello out there, Mama Trip here with a new video. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed so far. I've been having a lot of fun doing these videos. It has been a much needed kind of mental health pause from everything that is happening. And I've also been trying to get Dad Trip to make more videos, especially about his suitcases, and we have some really exciting trips planned, so hopefully he can get some videos out there so it's not just me doing these videos. But thank you so much, guys. Yeah, so don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, share, let me know what other content you guys would like to see today. Right, I've got my two Pochette Métises. I've got my oldie but goodie, my OG Pochette Métis, and I've got my brand new new to me, the Pochette Métis in the Empriente. And today I'm going to do kind of like a little comparison between the two. The first thing I want to do is compare the cost. So on the Louis Vuitton website, this canvas, like original canvas monogram Pochette Métis costs $2,570 in the US. The Empreinte version, so this is not a kind of like normal line Empreinte. This was a seasonal special collection Empreinte piece. But I think the Empreinte normally comes in three colors. It has the black, the kind of grayish color, I don't know if it's called like dove, something like that, and then the marine rouge, which is the dark blue with the red trimming on the sides. So those are the three typical colors that you normally see of the Empreinte leather, and it's not in the giant monogram, it's in the regular sized monogram. That one costs $2,840, so a little less than $300 difference between the canvas and the leather version. And some people are going to say, oh my gosh, that's not that much when you can get a full leather bag, and some people say, oh, that's not so bad, like we'll get the monogram canvas version. There is on the website for a while has been the bicolor, so where the Empreinte printing and the leather are two different colors. That one is slightly more expensive. That one's $2,980. So that one is over $400 different than the canvas piece. And right now also on the website, the monogram canvas and the reverse monogram canvas are the same price, and that's a little bit unusual. I think with all the price increases, a lot of the items have kind of evened up, but previously, like the Palm Springs mini, the reverse was a little bit more expensive, and I do believe these guys, the reverse was a little bit more expensive for a while, but now they're the exact same price at $2,570. So the price is what it is. So whether you think that a few $100s more in difference means that, why not go for the leather, or it makes you feel better about buying the monogram, both of them are very high. So I think that's the bottom dollar. These are not cheap bags. Durability, like ease of carry. So I would say I would give it to this one. So the leather, right, is going to be a little bit more durable. But in terms of weather, so Louis Vuitton canvas is very, very tough. So if you go to the mall and you park next to a pillar, and maybe there's not that much space between your car and the pillar, and you have to get out, and this is over your shoulder, and it's kind of resting on the front of your stomach, and you maybe scrape it, right? You scrape the front of it across the pillar as you're going by. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but it's definitely happened to me. Which one might come out less scathed in that situation? It actually might be the canvas. So it's a coated canvas, so there is, as this ages, we do get issues with cracking and the glazing and all kinds of stuff. But the leather kind of, once it gets damaged, the leather is hard to kind of fix on your own. Now, overall, leather can be repaired, whereas canvas cannot. So if something happens to your bags, they can only really repair things like straps and I think maybe hardware, but leather can be repaired much more easily. So that's also something to consider. You can always find a third party repair person to do so. And there are some YouTube videos up on how they would repair canvas, and it basically involves like stripping it and like completely redoing the process. So I don't know. I think for durability, it's a little bit, there are different situations, I think, where each one will be more durable. I think if both were treated very nicely, which one would last better in 100 years? It's probably this leather one, because we know this one will likely disintegrate as time goes by. So overall, I guess for $300 more, you do get a little bit more like durability there. And then there's, of course, the vachetta leather, the untreated vachetta. So you can see mine. I've been caught in the rain many, many times. Many of these dots are from Disneyland, World of Color, Dad Trip's favorite show there. So there that is. And then, of course, there's the vachetta kind of a little dirty here, but really I get a lot of water spots up here, and there's really nothing I can do about it. It's starting to patina. Not starting to. It is patinaing, which I don't mind. I can't remember what this looks like with the lighter leather anymore. I think it looks just fantastic with the darker leather. So, I'm not mad about it, but it does have the spots. So if that greatly bothers you, it doesn't greatly bother me. Yeah, then this might be a hard one, to sell you on. Whereas this one, there's nothing really that the water can damage. Now, this does have silver hardware, so I don't know what the changes will be in time to that hardware. I know that this one, the kind of brass hardware that Louis Vuitton has, does kind of change significantly over time. If you look at the pre-loved market, there's a lot of like darkening and fading and chipping, and this like kind of gold plating kind of comes off and leaves like a black residue behind. So in terms of that, I think we got to give it to the leather version, but I don't know what's going to happen to the silver hardware. So the next kind of category I have is kind of versatility. So they're the same bag shape, the same bag style and design. This one has a little bit of shimmer to it. It's a little darker. It's uniform in color. So perhaps this one is a little bit more versatile and going from day to night, whereas I never kind of thought of, the OG Monogram as a, day to night kind of print. There might be certain bag styles that would work for, but I kind of never really thought this as a, going out kind of bag. Although there is something to say that maybe the Pochette Métis is not a day-to-night kind of bag, because it is kind of a casual, schoolboy satchel design. But in any case, I think that the color and the shimmeriness of this bag might give it a little bit more kind of versatility in that sense. The look and feel of them, I mean, this is just going to be complete and total preference. I obviously love both of them. I love the satchel schoolboy style. So I not only have these two, right? I kind of count the my business affinity as part of that style. I have another, my Lock Me bag with that's all black on black. That's in the same satchel style. So I do have quite a few satchel-y style bags, and I do think now that I have the Empriente that I want to add a third Pochette Métis. Yes, I want the reverse just to like complete my set, because I do love these bags. I reach for them all the time, so it's not like if I have three, they won't get used. And I am a person, I don't think I've said this yet, I am a person who rotates bags frequently. So not just, from day to day, but if I'm going out multiple times, and I will change my bag so I could use multiple bags in the same day. And I can carry two bags at one time. So if I have a bigger bag, I'll have a smaller bag, or I'll fit a bag in a bag so I can use a smaller bag later. So I do try to use my bags as frequently as possible. So adding the third Pochette Métis doesn't seem so crazy to me if I can budget for it. I've kind of blown my budget apart so far this year. So reining it in. I'll link my video down below of the 8 new to me bags that I have purchased so far this year, and I'm not even counting the things like my Coach backpack. Yes, I'm not even counting that in the count of 8 bags. So okay, that was a huge tangent that I didn't mean to go on. Yeah, so look, feel, style, they're both great in different situations. I think that it's just gonna go on my mood of the day, because I can't even think of an outfit right now that I would rather use one or the other. Maybe like an all black ensemble. Maybe I go with this one instead of this one, because I don't particularly enjoy what this one looks like with a lot of black. But in terms of literally anything else, jeans, sweats, leggings, dresses, I could go either way with this one. So there's no clear winner there for me. Longevity, we kind of already discussed this, right? In my scenario where 100 years from now, if they were treated nicely, who's going to come out on top? It's most likely not the canvas, most likely the leather. So probably this one is going to be it for longevity. In terms of style longevity, I think that a great majority of people would rather have the Monogram canvas, the original, than even the Empriente, even the normal giant Monogram Empriente. I think that the Monogram still comes out there in terms of longevity. Accessibility. So again, this one I had to hunt for. So these specific 2 bags, this is much easier to get. This one you have to wait until it pops up on the pre-love market and then decide whether the price that it came up on is worth it to you. The 3 I guess at this point they're like classic colors. The classic color Empreinte leather Pochette Métis, they are on the website quite frequently, and I see them in the boutique quite frequently as well. Usually I've seen the Marine Rouge the most, probably because the other 2 colors are more popular, the black and the gray, the beigey gray color. This one used to be very difficult to get, but ever since Louis Vuitton decided to kind of let the canvas pieces be more plentiful, this pops up on the website quite frequently now, and I've seen it in the store more frequently than in the past. So in terms of accessibility overall, they're both fairly easy to get. Not easy, they're easier to get, whereas before it was impossible. So they're easier to get now. For these 2 bags specifically, this one is tougher to get for sure. For resale, like trade-in value, so I looked on Fashionphile and Rebag. So Rebag has them a little bit more expensive, but the Monogram Pochette Métis in excellent or giftable condition. So remember, the retail for this is $25.70. So I think it used to be that these would go for over retail, but because they're a little bit more ubiquitous and easier to obtain, even the pretty much brand new condition, it's under retail. So the cheapest I saw was $21.95 right now on Fashionphile for a excellent condition one. So you save money. So that's kind of the first time that I ever saw that happen. The reverse is not the same. So reverse retails for $25.70, and that one is going for $27, $28, $2,900. So a couple $100 more than retail for the reverse, because I think that one must still be more difficult to get. The Empreinte leather one is going for a couple $100 more than what you would get in the store. So the not this specific navy giant one, but the classic Empreinte was retailing for $28.40, and the ones that I saw that were in excellent condition were kind of ranging between $2,900, $3,000. The bicolor is $29.80, and on the website was above $3,000. So a couple $100 more for the leather, below retail for excellent condition for the original Monogram canvas, and a little bit above retail also for the reverse. So when we're going for resale trade-in value, the leather versions are coming out on top. The reverse is coming out on top in the second place. And this one, actually, you're going to lose money right now because it's easier to get. At least that's what it looks like. Okay, so my last kind of category in terms of comparing them is what fits. They're supposed to be the same exact size and the same exact dimensions. But the leather is softer and stretchier and more pliable, so I think it will fit more. Let me see. Yeah, I kind of keep it a little bit stuffed. Okay, so it's fairly empty. I just got some like pens and stuff in it. And this one is empty inside as well. So I did a what fits in my first impressions video, and the large size of the Pochette Kirigami does fit in it. So here is a monogram one, so it fits fairly easily, and then it closes. Yeah, it fits fairly easily, and then it closes really well. So you can kind of see it hits at the top, but it doesn't, doesn't cause any stress to the bag to fit something of this size. But I don't know if it'll fit in here. So I'll use my the summer or spring in the city, the sunrise pastel color, so that you can kind of see it. Let's see. Okay. And keep in mind that this one is much older too. So this is a very used Pochette Métis. Oh, no, it'll fit. It fits pretty easy. And same thing, it closes very nicely. And then, yeah, it fits very nice. It doesn't strain the bag at all to fit something of this size. Okay, so that's about equal. I mean, the full-size wallet, right, easily fits, and they'll both fit that. I have my my notebook cover and the damier. Oh, nope, that's not gonna fit at all, and this is not gonna fit. It's just bigger. So it's bigger, I think, or it's the same dimensions as the bag. Let me see. Okay, no. So it's not gonna fit, and even though it kind of looks like it should maybe fit or just barely fit, it won't fit because of the thickness of the bag itself. So these walls actually, prevent things from fitting in because it's kind of thick here. So that won't fit. What else? The toiletry 19. All right, super easy fit there. Oh, even easier. So actually, because my canvas one is quite a bit older, it's actually feeling much softer and easier to fit things in here. So the canvas is maybe a little bit more stretched out. So I don't know what it will be like when you buy a brand new one and the canvas is a little stiffer. But let's just try two more things. So I have a walk here, a wallet on train. Yeah. Okay. No, that's too easy to fit. And then the cosmetic pouch. Okay. All right. So if it's going to fit in there, it's probably going to fit here. Yeah, so it is. It feels like it's a tighter fit. It doesn't quite sit all the way down inside. I can feel resistance beforehand. And then this one fits pretty easy. Okay, so it's hard to compare what fits because one is so much older than the other one. This one, I mean, it's leather. It'll definitely get softer and squishier and stretchier as time goes on. But, okay, so we've compared cost, kind of durability, ease of use, practicality, like the look and style, longevity, accessibility, resale trade value, and what fits. And I mean, they're pretty even in terms of money. This one costs more, but you're going to get a better resale trade value for it if that's something that you're going to want. Or something that you consider. It's not necessarily something I ever consider when I'm buying a bag new from boutique, because those bags I think about a lot, or at least I try to, and those bags I intend to not sell. But usually when I'm buying something from a reseller, or when I'm buying like a pre-loved item, I tend to think about what can I sell it back for, because those bags, I look to the resale market for a different reason than I look to the boutiques, and it's usually to try something out or something I wasn't so sure of to buy it brand new. And kind of a caveat to that is my keep all extra small. Now, when I hold it and when I look at it, oh my gosh, it's so cute. I know exactly why I purchased this, but this was an impulse buy. So I went because I wanted to purchase, I think I just went in to purchase a second recto verso. Yeah, I think I had the Empriente recto verso, and I went in to get the Monogram recto verso because I loved it so much. And my SA brought down this bag, and she was like, "Hey, I noticed that you really like the speedies recently. Did you know that we had this thing called a keep all extra small in the men's collection? Check it out. I know you're not a huge fan of the brown monogram, but what do you think of this eclipse monogram?" And I gasped. I was like, "Oh my gosh, it is so cute with the high-pitched girly squeal," and I bought it on the spot. Do I still love it today? I mean, it's adorable. I think about selling this all the time because it's fairly redundant in my collection. I don't need another, mini bag. In terms of mini bags, though, this isn't like super mini. It'll still fit, your essentials, as long as your essentials are mini things. And it's so cute, but I mean, I did not need to buy this bag. Why did I buy this bag? And every time I go to think about selling it, I pick it up and I look at it, and then I can't bear to part with it. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I do a video on how I feel this is redundant? I will make my case to you guys about why I think this bag should go, and maybe you can give me the help or push I need to finally admit to myself that I don't need this bag, and something else could take its place that I really, really love. So this is a super like. It's not a love, it's a super like. Yeah, so we'll do another one on that one. But who's the winner of these two? Just depends what you're looking for, right? And I'm looking for multiple things, and I love this style bags. I have both of them. But if cost more, resale value is better, easier to use. This will probably be something that you reach for more often if you like the monogram. I don't even like the monogram, and I still reach for this pretty often. So that's how much I love this style of bag. So you have to love this style of bag. What fits? Probably pretty even. I'll have to do an update after I use this one a little bit more, because this one is 6 years old now. So yeah. Okay. So pretty even. Hopefully, if you guys are trying to decide between the two, that was helpful in some way, even though I didn't really choose a winner. I'll do another video detailing my love, just kind of relationship, because it's not love-hate. I love this bag. I don't love this bag. I really like this bag, but I don't love this bag, and that's the problem. I'll do a video about that. And yeah, I think I'm going to do a 6-year review of the Pochette Métis, because I'm on this Pochette Métis roll now, because now that I have two, I think about them all the time, and I want the reverse, as I said. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do those next. And then in the comments, there was a question about whether I prefer this one to my Speedy 25, and we're going to definitely work on that video, because that is a question for the ages, right? The Pochette Métis versus the Speedy 25. Whew. Used for completely different things, very different aesthetic styles, but we will do an in-depth comparison, and we'll see if we find a winner. All right, guys, right? Thank you all, subscribers. Hit that button, like everything. Woohoo! Chat with me. That's so fun. I love hearing from you guys. Okay, take care. See you in the next one.